Hello and welcome to Virtual Encounters. I'm Abhishek Mahajan, and with me is India's hockey goalkeeper who has taken India to new heights. PR SREEJESH is with us. Welcome, SREEJESH, and
Thank you.
appreciate you giving us time to Doordarshan, DD News, and DD India. SREEJESH, you are a fun-loving character, very jovial on the field. How are you dealing with COVID-19 this new era?
Thank you very much. It's a kind of blessing in disguise for me because you know that very well that we are always really busy with all our national duty schedule. So I used to spend a lot of time in the national camp. So this is the it's a I mean perfect time for me to be at home and spend 24 into 7 with my family members. That is, I mean,
Yeah.
this is the first time in my lifetime I am spending almost 25 to 27 days with them. So this is one of the best time for in my life actually.
So, are you also doing the household work, the mopping, the dusting at home?
So in Kerala, the quarantine is quite tough. So the first 14 days I was in a room quarantine, so I was not allowed to mingle with any family members. I was watching them from the balcony and waving them through the windows. That was I'm doing, and the next 14 days it's we call it like observation quarantine.
Yeah.
So you are allowed to walk around the house, but you cannot go out. So I almost finished my 27th day, and definitely I'm trying to help my household things. It's like cutting vegetables in the kitchen and frying some chips. So I'm not that good in that, but still I'm trying a couple of things.
Yeah, so you're saying it's a blessing in disguise for you.
Perfect.
And Sujesh, how did you spend your time at the Sai Bangalore and kept yourself and others motivated? I was reading it somewhere that you read a lot of books.
Seriously, the first thing I want to tell that Bang, I mean, if you've been there,
Hmm.
Bangalore Sai campus is like a huge campus. It's almost 90 acres. So we were allowed to walk around, but not in the group, but in one or two in a small group. And we used to get our training schedule. That is like individual jogging or a kind of gym session. So we brought all the gym equipments into our hostel. So where we are allowed to do some gym, at least keeping ourselves fit. And
Okay.
that was our normal routine. So we every day we do gym or at least we go for a jog. So that's took half of our time, and definitely um, for me, I think reading was one of that. I read a lot of books. I don't know how many books I finished, and I read a lot of books.
And you're also saying that books also motivated you a lot. So we'll see a different Srijesh now on the field.
Definitely, books are really good. I mean, I think for me, when my hyperactivity starts, I think that's the time I can utilize this whole experience from these books. What I learned from this book, how to meditate yourself, how to control your emotions, how to keep
Yeah.
yourself calm. So I think that is going to really help me in the upcoming times because yeah, Olympics is going to be the biggest target for us. So next year and before to that, Pro League. So the bigger matches and the bigger pressure and bigger chances for getting hyper or yeah. So I think yeah, there I am going to get more out of this time.
Absolutely, how to control your nerves in tense situations. And also, I was speaking to cricketers also, and it's all about thinking positive, Sivai. And if you are positive, no, and this time can it's a time when you can improve on a lot of things, and apart from your sport, you can do a lot of things. But Srijesh, cricket has resumed with empty stadiums, England and West Indies. Contact sport will take time. Any news on resumption of hockey?
See the latest news what we received is we they are expecting a tournament Asian Champions Trophy in the November. So that is going to be our first target in this year. And followed that we might go to any European countries or New Zealand to play a couple of test series with them. And you got to know that the Pro League schedule came up for the next year. So that is going to come up prior to the Olympics games. And definitely Olympics is the big target for the next year. So that is our schedule for this year, and whenever we join the camp next, that is our first target to looking forward for.
Hmm. But Srijesh, you think it gets a little difficult when you come back to the mainstream sport after a very long time? You guys will be coming after 5 to 6 months. If we take November into consideration, you're saying Champions Trophy. You think the momentum changes? And I know breaks for some, it will be a blessing in disguise. You get time to heal your niggles, also small niggles. But again, you'll have to work very hard to regain the fitness and also the momentum.
Playing in international levels, I mean, probably it's going to be a bit tough, but I think the 4 months, it is a sufficient time for us to work on our team strategies and teamwork. So
Hmm.
in these 4 months, we can start up with the basics. So where we can improve our basic, we can strengthen our, I mean, like the basic skills. And
Hmm.
secondary is we can cope up, we can develop a lot of set pieces during this time. And third thing is like, individual skills. So every player get a time. I mean, that is what we are doing now. We are analyzing our individual game in this quarantine time. So when you are away from this hockey field, this is the best time for you to analyze or watch your previous matches to find out your mistakes and rectify that mistakes when you are stepping on the field. So utilizing this quarantine time just to analyze your matches to find out your own mistakes. And when you're stepping on the field in another 1 or 2 months or 2 weeks, so we don't know about that. So when we are getting on the field, we knew that okay, where we are lacking, and we can utilize that area to work on our basics and develop. And definitely, that 4 month is going to help us to. I mean, it's going to help us to build a very strong basics. So, and once we starting with Asian Champions Trophy, as you know, that Asian Champions Trophy is not that
Yeah.
high intense match
Yeah.
for us to face all the world top teams, but at least that is going to be one of the crucial tournament for us to get into get into the international momentum.
Hmm. Right, Sujesh, rightly put forward by you. But now you think the sport will completely change after COVID-19 times. I don't know when it will go completely, but in the sense that no hugs, no high fives, empty stadiums for some time.
I think all the sports person, we are all eager to get back into the hockey field. That is the most
Yeah.
important thing. We can hug or kiss anytime, but okay,
But
holding the
crowd is also very
stick.
important. No, it gives you extra josh.
But at least being at home, everyone wanted to
Yeah.
watch some sport. So I think without
Hmm.
even stadium, I think getting into the stadium and playing hockey is more important. And yeah, definitely this time demands that. But in future, I hope we will find out, we will get out with that vaccine and all. Then
Yeah.
people can come in and enjoy the hockey.
Hmm. But Sujesh, you had spoken in January that your goal, your team's goal in Olympics is semi-final or final, and you were targeting gold, nothing less than that. But now the Olympics has been postponed. It will be played in 2021 now. Are you a little disappointed because we had that team who could beat anyone? Now everything has been postponed to 1 year. You'll have to practice again because you have that mindset. Every sports person have that mindset. Yes, I'm preparing for the Olympics 2020, and now it has been postponed for 1 year now.
Definitely. You don't believe when the COVID thing came up, we were all very disappointed because the way we were doing in the Pro League and before to that, we were in a good track and we were performing really well. We were showing a consistent performance throughout the year. And when the real time came to perform, everything is
Yeah,
stopped and it's postponed for one more year. And I
yeah.
think, yeah, we were definitely disappointed with that. But now we are taking it in the positive note. At least we got one more year to train and get back into that international level more stronger and more focused. So that is one of the best thing everyone, even including the youngest player in the team, was thinking about. They can gain more experience by another one more year. They can play more tournaments. They will get to know about the team. More closely. And once we are stepping on the Olympics, Olympic stadium, we will be more stronger and we will be more focused. And that is the thing which we really required because after when you are near to the Olympics, that goosebumps, that butterflies, that will help you to come out with good performance. So yeah, it's one more year is going to be tough, but it's going to be really good for us.
Yeah, but such a positive person you are, Srijesh. And where does that positivity come from?
That came from the 20 years of experience, brother. I started my
Yeah,
career in
yeah.
2000 and I played, I don't know, a lot of matches. So that's up and downs. It teach me a
But you
lot of
used to
things in
react
my
in a
life.
different way if we talk about 2006 when you started your journey, 2004 in the junior team, and 2006 in the senior team.
See, that's what I said. Experience make a man more,
Yeah.
what's this, valuable. So that is what I am now.
Hmm. But Sujesh, if we talk about the current Indian hockey team, what is the best thing about this team under the captaincy of Manpreet Singh? One major difference that I see is the confidence in the team that you can beat anyone, any opponent, beat Australia, Belgium, Netherlands, any team.
See, the best part is that we are in the right moment. We get that I mean proper takeoff from the beginning, and that we just carry on with that. That is the best part with this team. And whenever the youngsters came into the team, they never felt that they are new to the system. Everyone
Yeah.
was really confident, and we try to keep the team in the same way that at least in the senior most player used to take care of the youngest player in the team, and we always try to keep up that friendship. We never try to, keep that, yeah, I mean, in junior, senior bond, that border between the players. So that's one of the best thing. And secondary things, the way we play on the field, even if we shout at somebody, they don't take it in a negative way. They always come
Yeah.
up with, okay, that's fine. A
Yeah,
guy
I've
is
seen.
telling this just for to motivate me. And if somebody
Yes.
feels bad, they always come up and open up. Bye. If you tell like that, I get more nervous. Then the very next match, we always try to rectify that. I mean, any mistake and what says try to motivate him more. So
Yeah.
that's gel up between the players is helping a lot to perform really well, and definitely everyone is well known to each other now. Even in the international level, if you take it, we played a lot of matches with Australia, a lot of matches with Belgium, and we knew the team. And with our new system, I mean, coach Graham came up now. So under him, we were doing really good past 1 year. So these all things came up in the right way. We mixed up in the right way, and we were performed in a right way. But COVID break up everything in a bad way. But I hopefully in the future we will take up from where we left, and we are going to get that right path from next time onwards.
But Sujesh, you mentioned about your coach, Graham Reed. Tell us the contribution of Graham and how is he different from others as coach?
Um, Graham, he do have a lot of experience. He was
Yeah.
with the Australian team for some
Yeah.
long period, and last few years he worked for a Holland team. And being an Indian and Australian, I mean, we do have similarities in playing hockey. And Australians like to play attacking hockey, and we Indians we do have a lot of skills. So what he's trying is just mixing up Australian style to Indian style with some European style. So when the defensive structure comes, we do have some flavor of European style of hockey,
Yeah.
and when we attack, we definitely have the Australian flavor, but we are doing it in an Indian way. So as you know that Indians are really good with that hockey skill, the artistical way. So when we blend that with the Australian fast game, definitely it is going to trouble all the opponents. I mean, definitely in the European players. So that is the best point for him because he knew the European style of hockey and he knew the Australian style of hockey. And when he get the best skillful players, that is what he is getting along with, and he is getting all the results from.
Absolutely, for the benefit of our viewers, under his tenure, Graham Reed's tenure, India have won 22 matches out of 29, lost 4 and drew 3. So this is a very, very good record. But Sujesh, India, whose strategy always relied on attacking hockey, but under the tenure of last few coaches, had started focusing on its defensive solidity. I correct me if I'm wrong, but immediately after Graham Reed's appointment, the emphasis shifted towards the pressing hockey. Is it because of the coach?
See, there is a say. It's always says attacking win matches, but defense win
Yeah.
tournaments.
Yeah.
So we do need to have a very good defense to get that attackers more confidence to go forward and attack. And if you take in the few, I mean, last few months or for, I mean, under Graham, we are focusing more into attack because yeah, that is the style of Australians because they do come up with a lot of pressure. They wanted to put more pressure into the opponent and to get the ball. And I mean, we force them to commit mistakes and utilize that opportunity to score, and that is what we do. But simultaneously, if you look at the defensive structure, we are giving a strong base for the attackers, and we do give them enough. Support. Even in when they commit a mistake, we are there to cover up them. So that is a well joint team. What says it's a team
Yeah.
preparation or team game. So that is how we do. We support them to go further and do their. I mean, whatever they want. At least if they commit any mistake, we are here to support you.
And also, Srijesh, you have been playing hockey for a very long time. 20 years, you said you started your journey from junior team 2004 and 6. You made it into the senior team. But what is the biggest difference you see in this team, 2020 team, and the team that you played in 2006?
One thing is confidence because the bigger change came after I think Brasa came. That was one of the change because in 2010 we do have a foreign coach, but I think the biggest change happened in the Indian hockey is Hockey India League because we do
Yeah.
we do got a lot of foreign players into. I mean, we brought a lot of foreign players to India, and we got an opportunity to interact with them. And when we started to know that players really closely, that is the time we realized that okay, they are also human being or they also commit mistakes. Okay, this is what they do prior to a match or during a match or after a match, or this is what they take initiative during a team meeting. So we could get to know them really well because you don't believe in 2006 or 2008 or 2010 when I used to meet Australian team, I used to have a feeling like, oh, these guys are like, okay,
Nah.
so that's kind
Yeah.
of feeling was really there inside me, and it was there for everyone. And when
Mm.
when we get to know them really closely, then when the next time we played, I mean, you can say that after Hockey India League happens, whenever we go abroad, we always say, hey brother, what's up? So we do
Yeah.
have that friendly kind of
Yeah.
atmosphere around the team and team members. So it is quite easy for us to face them and play them. So that
Mm.
made us a huge difference, and that is what these youngsters are showcasing because the youngsters got an opportunity to play with these legends in their early stage. So when they're
Mm.
meeting them on the field now, it is quite easy for them to adjust with that pressure and adjust with that atmosphere, and they are performing well under that pressure.
And senior players also, Srijesh, I think you guys are also making the youngsters who are like 10, 15 years younger to you, you are making them comfortable. That makes a very, very big difference. And I also should mention this that Jose Braza used to dance so well. We have seen the footages coming along. But also the fitness of the players, Srijesh, who brought that change? Six packs, eight packs. I mean, David John brought that change?
Say definitely that started from 2011. I mean,
Yeah.
everyone, even you can say that in 2010, that is the time
Hmm.
we had a systematical change, and
Hmm.
the training method change. We get used to with a lot of gym session into our training program, and there were like a lot of running. In one training session, we used to run like 6 to 8 kilometers. So that was the target for individual players. I mean, given by the trainer. So I think past 6 or 8 years, we were like a fittest team in the world. So that is one of the key point uh, why we are standing in top five. Because we
Hmm.
now we can say that okay, even if you play a full game match or last seconds, we do have that kind of energy to competitive with any team in this world. So yeah, that changes happens came into this system over 10 years, I guess now.
Hmm. And also, Sujesh, I was looking at the rankings yesterday. India are at number 4 now. I mean, number 4 is a very good ranking, and you are giving bigger teams the run for the money. And what is your ultimate aim? Trying to bring back the heydays of Indian hockey?
See, ranking is just a number, but
Yeah,
still
yeah,
that
yeah.
give us a confidence. I mean,
Yeah.
you are there in, I mean, top four, and yeah, definitely you wanted to be the number one. But it's a that you can achieve that when you really win an Olympics medal or World Cup medal. So that is going to be our biggest target because
Yeah.
that is what will going to help us to bring back that glorious day back into the Indian. Indian fans, Indian hockey fans. So that is what we are really trying for. And when you take the top 8 teams, they do have zero point 0.1 or 2% of difference in their game strategy or game style. So on that day, who plays really well, that teams win. So that is how it happens in that in the international level or in the main tournaments like World Cup or Asian Games, Asian Games, Commonwealth Games or Olympics. So for us, that is what we need to learn now, how we can win a major event. So when you are getting
Yeah.
into a quarterfinals, when you are getting into a semi-finals, when you are getting into a final, how do you want to prepare yourself physically and mentally to face any opponent in the world, play your best to win that match. So I think that is going to be a tough task for us to prepare ourselves in another one more year.
Absolutely, and getting ready for the finals is altogether a different ball game, and we have seen how you prepare for the finals. But Sujesh, coming to some lighter part now, you have been the most jovial person in the team. I know that. Share some funny moments with us, which you cannot forget for the rest of your life.
See, there are a lot.
Yeah.
I think with the team we always do have a lot of fun. One of that is cake cutting. So even
Yeah.
when it comes to the birthdays, we always take a bath in cake, and you don't believe where all they put the cake. So that is one of the best thing. I think that help us to get gel with the team. And secondary thing, put the player into the pool, because when you are doing a stretching or recovery thing, we always hold one or two players. Otherwise, we will grab one of the coach and we used to throw him into the pool. So these things are really make us. These things are really going to help us to build the team
Yeah.
bonding. And there are other things which I cannot share in this kind of platform,
I
because
understand.
that is really possible.
Yeah, team bonding, Sujesh, like you mentioned, is very, very important to perform well on the field. But Sujesh, now time to play a quick rapid fire round. I know it's a little bit of surprise for you, but I'll ask you 10, 12 questions, and the rule is simple. You have to answer the questions in just one word. So let's start the rapid fire round.
Right.
Sujesh, your favorite hockey player,
Dhandach Pilla,
your favorite cricketer,
Sachin,
your best friend in the current hockey team.
SV and Biru,
Okay.
SV Sunil and Birendra Akram,
Okay. And who is the greatest of all time in hockey?
Dhyan Chand,
Okay. Who is the most funniest player in the team apart from you?
Mandeep, Mandeep and Sunil.
Okay. Mandeep Singh and SV Sunil.
SV Sunil, yeah, right.
Okay.
Sunil is like to next level.
But he doesn't look like.
Nah, seriously, when it comes to the interview, it's a public activity. He's like really quiet. He's like this, but he get his space. He's like trashing everyone.
Most talkative player in the team.
Uh, Mandeep, Gurinder,
Okay. One player who can eat anytime and is not diet conscious at all.
that is Kotajit Singh. He can eat at 12 o'clock in the night.
And who is the one who always wants to take a selfie?
Harman,
Okay. Who is most active on social media?
everyone.
No, but you have to take one name.
Uh, Really active, that is Mandeep.
Okay. One who is very fond of movies.
Movies. I think I need to think about that, because nowadays everyone is behind series. But even Suraj is behind movies.
Okay. Fitness freak.
Fitness freak. There are a lot. Sumit Kumar. Sumit. He's from Haryana. He's like the
Ah,
fitness god in the team.
ah.
He finished the yo-yo test. He finished the yo-yo test.
Wow. And best singer in the team.
Harman,
Okay. Best dancer.
Mandeep.
Thank you so much, Sujesh, for these answers. That's the end of our rapid fire round. Two, three more questions before I leave you. Sujesh, tell us about your formative years, earlier years. You always wanted to be a hockey player, or you
No,
tried
no,
your
no.
hands in other sport also?
See, basically, I was an athlete. Definitely, you
Yeah.
know that Kerala is not really good with hockey
Yeah.
history. So I was an athlete in my school days. when I get into my sports hostel, that is the time. I mean, that is in 2000. I saw hockey for first time, but my parents were really against to play hockey. So I tried volleyball. I tried basketball. Then, yeah, at last I got a chance to play in hockey. So that is why I'm here now. That is kind of you can say that it's a faith which brought me here.
And Sujesh, hockey is a very popular sport now. It's getting the mileage that it deserves, but not as popular as cricket. What do you think can be done to make it more popular among people?
Telecasting. So that
Yeah.
is one thing making cricket popular, right? I mean, they're also working really hard, and we are also putting the same effort. But if you switch on the channel, you can see
Yeah.
cricket from 160s or 150s till today. So that makes the difference. I
Yeah.
mean, that makes a huge difference in that influence kids a lot, because whenever they open a channel, they can see the latest cricket. They always see them like stars, because I mean, everywhere they are there. So that makes the changes. So I think if you can telecast all the matches, if you make sure that all the matches are available to watch, then definitely we will also get that much of
Mm.
popularity among the youngsters and the people.
No, you are stars also. I mean to say, it's not right that I'm comparing it with cricket, but I wanted to know from the best, and you are the best person to answer this question. But moving on, and what message, Sujesh, you want to give to people through DD News who are stuck at home because of COVID-19? They are not able to think positive like the sports person do, like you are thinking positive. It's a blessing in disguise for you. What message do you want to give them through us?
Uh, See, I mean, everyone knew that it's a tough time, and for every personalities. But this is what it is. You cannot change that. I mean, change the present. So it is always best to find out the best part of yourself. What you can do now. How you can improve yourself. How can try new things. Because if you are not stepping up from your home for any sports activity, do yoga, do some freehand exercise,
Yeah.
which keeps you healthy, and think something new rather than worrying about what is happening. Thinking about a bright future. Thinking about, if you're a youngster, thinking about getting a beautiful girlfriend, or thinking about getting a good job. So that gives you hope. That gives you dreams, and that helps you to ignoring the odds and thinking about the positive. So always try to think what good is going to happen to you, and that is what I do to keep myself always busy, and that is help me to think positive. I always think this time it's about 2021 Olympics and standing in the podium. So that gives me energy to work really hard, and even this odd time, that's give me motivation to watch more hockey matches, to think about my mistakes and rectify mistakes and work for the country.
And hope you're not making new girlfriends.
Not definitely not, because I'm really happily married.
Okay, that's out of box idea coming from PR Srijesh. And I also want to add something to it, that tough times don't last, but tough people do. Thank you so much, Srijesh. Thank you for these answers and the in depth interview. Appreciate you joined us and gave us your precious time. Thank you so much.